And there we go. It is our today special value launched about 10 days ago, wildly popular. Over several thousand of these already spoken for. And again, it is our EcoFlow Delta 2. This is our max 2,000 watts of power. And both of the configurations are coming available with the trolley. The only choice you have to make today is, would you like to pick it up with or without the solar panels? If you're picking it up with the solar panels, that's going to be an additional $100 value. But amazing value that we have on this one. $8.99 if you're picking up EcoFlow with the trolley, or an additional $100 gets this home with the solar panel option. The savings on this one are over 4,000 of these spoken for just in the month of October. Again, this is one of the most popular models that we've ever brought to QVC. We kind of have a small, medium, large category of EcoFlow here at QVC. This is the large that you're getting, but you're really getting it at the small price point, and that's why it has become so wildly popular. The savings story on this one is huge. If you're picking up just the EcoFlow, the savings story here normally would be $2,118 in retail. You're paying $8.99. You're saving $1,219. If you're picking it up with the solar panel option, you're going to be saving even more money. On that configuration, would normally be $2,668. You're spending $9.99. You're saving $1,689. We have this available for you on 5 easy payments of either $180 or $200 if you're picking it up with the solar panel. And then keep in mind, we do have 9-month special financing available on this one, which just makes breaking up those payments a little bit easier. You can do that over 9 months at either $100 or $111 with the solar panel. But let's start kind of digging into, you're like, okay, exactly what is EcoFlow and how does this work? This is now backup electricity in your home. You know, let's face it, we all want backup electricity, but up until recently, it's been either really expensive or super complicated. With EcoFlow, it is so simple and easy. You get this arm, you plug it in the wall to charge it, just like you would charge your cell phone, and that's it. You store it. It stores the charge for an entire year. And when the power goes out, you simply turn it on and you start plugging in your items. This is really made for indoor use. So there's no gas, there's no fumes, there's no cranks, there's no maintenance. There's no signing up for, a yearly maintenance contract. There's no dealing with propane tanks. And the beauty about this, it's portable. So if you move, you take it with you. You want to go camping, you take it with you. You want to lend it to a friend or one of your kids, you can absolutely do that because it's portable. The other thing we love about this, it's brought to us by EcoFlow, and EcoFlow is the global leader in this space. No one does it like EcoFlow does. They are the global leader for a reason. First of all, they support the most amount of items. So this works with 99% of everything in your home. And that is really huge because a lot of the other power stations out in the market can't support things with heating elements. So we can't do things like coffee makers, air fryers, microwave ovens, toaster ovens, curling irons. This does it all. This can even support your washing machine. So if you had to do a load of laundry in a pinch, you could absolutely do it with EcoFlow. Probably the biggest question I get asked is, can I plug in my full-size refrigerator? And the answer is absolutely yes. For most home refrigerators, everybody's wattage is a little bit differently, but this will charge a full-size refrigerator for 20 to 30 hours. And I'm going to teach you throughout the hour how you can even extend your battery length longer than that too. So do you have insulin that you need to keep cool, GLP-1 shot, or you're just like me and you stock up on a lot of groceries, super expensive. Now you don't have to throw that food away when the power goes out. The thing people love about EcoFlow and kind of the theme that I hear from our customers, by the way, this is customer top rated. In the world of electronics, we really don't see customer top rated. It's amazing because I think it really speaks to the ease of use. But people really talk about the fact that they're now thriving in a power outage, right? You're able to cook. You're able to access your refrigerator. You're able to keep everything in your chest freezer cool. You're able to keep that sump pump running. Your internet is back up and running. If you just plug in your router, you now have internet again. So you're watching TV, you're on your laptop, you're using your cell phones, all of your electronics. Like your home is just still kind of humming away, even though the power is out. And the beauty about this one, this will get you through multiple days in a power outage because, again, you're receiving 2,000 watts of power. So this is really what we kind of call our large category. We have a little video for you, again, just to kind of take you through some of the features here and kind of show you all the different ways and spaces that you're going to be able to kind of use this throughout your home. Again, this is made for indoor use. So you charge it up when you get it home. You start plugging in items when the power goes out, and you're able to easily take it from room to room, especially with that trolley. It makes it so simple and easy to be able to do, right? And so this is how typically it works. It's nighttime, the power goes out. We worry about getting, our fridge plugged in. Maybe you've got that sump pump in the basement. You definitely want to have that working, especially if it's if it's raining outside. Maybe you're like me and you've got that chest freezer filled with meat. Again, get your, plug in your router, and now your internet's going to be back up and running. You can watch TV, you're back on your electronic devices. This makes everything so simple and easy. And kind of, you're just able to kind of hunker down and, just ride it out and enjoy the power being out. When you're sleeping at night, you can plug in a space heater, you could plug in a fan, even a portable air conditioner. You probably want to have lights when you go to sleep. If you use the CPAP machine, this will even support that as well. And then you're going to find that you end up using it for a lot of other kind of do-it-yourself projects around the house. This can support all of your power tools. Maybe you're doing landscaping. Maybe you love camping, RVing, tailgating. I've heard about people even taking this out on their boat with them. So that's something that you could do as well. I would love to show you the solar panels. I don't know if we have a shot of that, guys, in the studio. But just to, again, kind of show you the two different configurations that we have available. The only choice, again, that you have to make today is, do you want the Delta 2000, or do you want to pick it up with that solar panel option? Both of them are coming available with the trolley. So the trolley makes it really easy to be able to move from room to room. But with that solar panel option, you would normally be spending hundreds of dollars if you came back at a later time to add on the solar panels. We're including it today for just an extra $100. And with the solar panels, you simply face them towards the sun, and now you're recharging your EcoFlow for free via the sun. So in case you are in an extended power outage, and I've definitely heard from a lot of EcoFlow customers that have experienced that, where they're out of power for days, weeks, now you're able to get recharged for free via the sun. So it's kind of like the insurance policy to your insurance policy, right? It's that just complete total solution. The other thing that people do with EcoFlow with the solar panels, because this is a unit that you could use thousands of times, is that they use this as a way to kind of offset their electricity bill. Because when you think about the fact that you have solar panels, you're able to recharge this for free. You could use this kind of in and around your home every single day, even if the power's not out, but just as a way to reduce your electricity costs. So I hear that from our EcoFlow customers as well. So many reasons people love EcoFlow. Again, #1 power brand here at QVC, global leader when we're talking about portable power, and a customer top rated brand. I've been selling electronics for 24 years. I've never seen anything in the world of electronics be customer top rated. So I can't say that enough, because again, if you're worried about, is this going to be easy to use? It's so easy to use, and that's why people love it. If you're 7 or 97, anybody can do this. Let's talk about how that'll work again when you get it home. So it comes with the AC charger. If you're picking up the solar panels, they'll obviously come with the solar cable as well. But when you get this home, it's going to come to you about 30% charged. You're just going to go ahead, plug it into the wall for about an hour. Then you're going to be completely charged. It charges so incredibly quickly, fastest recharge times in the industry, and it holds a charge for an entire year. So we recommend just once a year, top off that charge. But I've literally pulled mine, I store mine in my coat closet. I pulled it out of the coat closet after a year, and then still at a 99% charge. So that's the beauty about this. There's, again, no maintenance. There's no spark plugs. There's no fuel. You're charged and you're ready to go the instant that power goes out. So that's what makes EcoFlow so simple, so easy to be able to use. And again, the fact that it really does support 99% of everything in your home. So let's kind of talk about that. You've got that nice bright LCD panel right on the front that always shows you exactly the percentage of your battery and how many hours that you have left. You've got 6 USB ports right on the front, and on the back, you've got 6 120 volt connections. And those are things that, are normal plugs, right? And they're the big 3-prong connections. So yes, you can plug in things like your coffee maker, microwave ovens, full-size refrigerators, laptops, routers, your lights. You could even plug a space heater into this if you wanted to. So that's the beauty about this, is that it does really support the most amount of items, because you don't want it to be a guessing game. So many of the other power stations, people get them home and they realize, oh, this doesn't work with my coffee maker. Oh, I can't plug my microwave into that. And those are the items that we're really leaning on when the power goes out, right? Because we're not using our full-size ovens, right? We can't access that power. They're, tucked into the wall. So we're using our microwave ovens. We're using our, single serve coffee makers. We're using toaster ovens. And all of those kind of really do require big power. And the Delta 2, what we love about that, it supports all of those type of items. Other thing I hear from our customers is people with medical devices. So are you somebody that uses the CPAP machine at night? I've heard from so many EcoFlow customers that the reason that they pick up the EcoFlow is because they worry about, they have an oxygen machine, a CPAP machine, maybe you have a nebulizer or, any type of medical equipment that requires power, even, a electric bed or a power recliner. Again, all of those things rely on electricity. So again, with that CPAP machine, this would actually power a CPAP machine for 15 hours. So that would get you through 2 nights of sleep in a power outage. So pretty important for that as well. We do hear a lot from customers that are adding on to their EcoFlow systems. So maybe you own an EcoFlow currently, you've used it, it's been great during that power outage, but you're like, it really would be nice to have one for every level of the home. That's kind of what I've been hearing most from our EcoFlow customers. They love it, but they need more than one because maybe you're like me, you've got that, basement that kind of has like your sump pump, a chest freezer. I also have a dehumidifier in my basement, so I have an EcoFlow dedicated to that area. Then maybe you've got the EcoFlow for the main level, right? That's supporting your kitchen, your family room for TV time, getting your internet back up and running. But then maybe you also need one for the bedroom, for the CPAP machine. Maybe you like to, fall asleep with the TV on at night. We need to have lights on to be able to get ready for bed. So kind of for convenience, if you would love to add on your EcoFlows to your EcoFlow system, today is a great day to do it because, again, you are getting such an amazing value. Again, the only choice you have to make today is do you want to pick this up with or without the solar panels? I do like to tell customers, even if you already have EcoFlow solar panels, I would still go ahead for the extra $100 and pick up the solar panels today because if you came back and purchased them later, they would be hundreds of dollars. It's only a $100 add-on today, and you can actually combine your solar panels. So even if you have more than one set, basically the more solar, the better, because you can just make one huge panel by combining your solar panels. So my opinion, get as much solar as you can, especially when you're only spending $100 for it. But again, look at the value today. So for the unit itself, and again, both configurations come included with that trolley, the unit itself normally would retail for $21.18. You're only spending $8.99 today. That's a $1,219 savings on just the EcoFlow alone. Now, if you're picking up with the solar panels, you save even more because that configuration would normally be $26.68. Today it's $9.99. You're saving $1,689. That's why we have over 4,000 of these already spoken for during the month of October. People are wildly excited about the value and about this particular model because, again, it is our large, right? People love this one. Available on 5 easy payments of either $180 for the EcoFlow itself or $200 with the solar panels. Or you can also break this up into our 9-month, if you have our QVC card, 9-month special financing would be $100 for the EcoFlow itself or $111 if you're picking it up with that solar panel option. So for all big purchases, I know I always use my Q card, would encourage you to do that as well. And it just makes, breaking up those payments a little bit easier, pay it off within the 9 months and you're not paying any interest. There you're seeing that solar panel option, which is just great, right? Because we all worry when the power goes out, we don't know when it's coming back on. So when you have the solar panels there with you, you can always get your EcoFlow recharged for free via the sun. So it just makes that kind of simple and easy. And there you're seeing the solar panels in action. You simply face them towards the sun. Even on a cloudy day, you can still be recharging your EcoFlow. So it doesn't have to be full sun. Obviously, full sun, you're going to be charging faster, but that blue ring means that you're charging. And it's kind of the coolest thing. The first time you plug in your solar panels and you see that blue ring moving, you're like, wow, I'm creating free electricity. That's pretty neat. So really easy to be able to get it home. And then the unit itself is amazing. We haven't even touched on the fact yet that this is also coming included with a 5-year warranty. Again, in the world of electronics, we get kind of excited when we see a 2-year warranty, but this is a 5-year warranty coming included. So this company, global leader in this space, and they really back up their product with an amazing warranty as well. The unit itself, it's like a commercial piece of equipment that you're getting in your home. You could actually use it over 3,000 times and the battery would still be to 80% capacity. Probably not that you'll ever use it that many times. I probably use mine 5 or 10 times a year.